I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you?
That is a good question. I guess in the end it means being chosen to do something terrible and important.
There's that, of course. But there's more to being a Grey Warden than killing Darkspawn and saving the world from the Blight. Ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others. About serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men.
You mean to say I serve as a protector?
As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men, and you guard them because their continued existence is more important than you are. Thus it is you who serves, not they.
I suppose that does make sense.
A good king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly. He serves his people first and foremost. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant.
So in a way, having power seems to confine you.
If you live apart from others and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today. I should stop before I wear out my welcome.
So as you might have guessed, Wynne does like to lecture. She's kind of the old wise woman of the group. But she does catch herself every now and then.
Is there something you need?
So why didn't you want to stay at the tower?
The Circle is in good hands. Irving knows what to do, and he doesn't need me underfoot. For now, I will support those that battle the Darkspawn. I do feel I left things unfinished in Ostagar. There is so much left to do, and I would be part of it.
Well, I'm certainly glad for your company.
The Grey Wardens, all 2 of you, need all the help you can get. I will see this through to the bitter end, and after that, if I am still left standing, then I will return to the Circle.
I just wanted to make sure that you really wanted to come along.
No, of course I don't. I'm old and unsure of what I'm doing. Actually, I'd rather be in a warm chair in the sun, being served pudding or some other easily digestible food.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite mean it that way.
I know. I was just teasing. The ability to laugh at myself is something I developed too late in life. But to allay your fears, yes, I am sure this is what I want. Is there something you need?
I'd like to ask you something about the Circle.
I will answer to the best of my ability.
So how did you become a mage, Wynne?
People don't become mages. They are born mages. The talent just surfaces later. But you are asking how I ended up at the Circle. I was brought there by the Templars, just like many of the other apprentices. I don't remember very much. I was very young then.
And what about your family?
I didn't have a family. I never knew my real parents. My earliest memory was of hiding in a hayloft on a farm, trying to keep warm. I was found, and the farmer's wife was kind enough not to send me away. But they had children of their own, and I was never made to feel welcome. The eldest son was the worst. He was always calling me a stray, and throwing anything he could get his hands on at me. And I don't know how it happened, but one day, he just found his hair on fire. Fortunately, there was a large trough nearby.
Serves him right, I think.
He ran screaming, dripping head and all, to his mother. I was shut up in the barn with a bowl of water and a crust of hard bread. The Templars arrived several mornings later.
Were the Templars mean to you?
One of them ignored me, but the other was kind to me. He gave me sweets and even sat me on his shoulders once when I wanted to look over a high wall that ran along the road. I'll never forget the moment the Templars led me into the entrance hall of the tower. I had never seen anything so grand in my life. I stopped being afraid then. I knew I was home.
I think I felt sort of the same way when I came to the tower.
We were the lucky ones. I learned very quickly that for every apprentice in the tower, there was probably one who never even lived to see the Templars come. No child, not even a mage child, is a match for an angry mob trying to place blame for a failed crop, a hard winter, a baby born dead.
I suppose I am lucky in that sense.
Well, that's about all there is to my tale. That's how I came to the circle.
It's been a long while now since I left the tower.
It has been almost a year, hasn't it? Do you miss the tower at all?
Yes, it was my home for so long.
You can take a mage out of the circle, but you can't take the circle out of the mage. Or so Irving used to say. He was joking, but there is some truth to the statement. A mage never really leaves the circle, and for the rest of your life you will be seen as a circle mage.
I think I will always be proud to be a mage of the circle.
Yes, even though you are a Grey Warden now, you are a mage, and always will be, especially in the eyes of others. You represent both mages and Grey Wardens, and your actions may reflect well or badly on both groups. Remember that.
No pressure, but I will try. And thank you for the advice.
Oh, but listen to me go on. You start a conversation, and I just run away with it, don't I?
Well, at least you don't repeat yourself like other old people.
Oh, yes. One must be thankful for small mercies.
So we get our first sense of time since the game began. It's apparently almost a full year since Chapter 1 when we were forced to leave the circle. We've done a lot of traveling, and I guess the days have stacked up. So I think it's time to give out some gifts. First of all, let's give away some of the minor ones here. Sten gets the portrait.
Unexpected. Thank you.
Above 80 now. Now for Wynne, we have a sizable backlog. Let's see. So Wynne likes wine.
A generous gift. Thank you ever so much. A generous gift. Thank you ever so much.
And the other thing that Wynne likes besides wine is books and scrolls. So here's a book called The Rose of Orlais.
Oh, marvelous.
And a fancy scroll.
Oh, marvelous.
Let's see. I think that's it for Wynne. We have a small gold bar for Zevron.
You have excellent taste.
We have a white rune stone for Alistair.
Is that for me? Really?
And for Liliana, we have a chantry amulet.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
And I think Liliana is the first one where we have completely maxed her out. So, approval at 100%. For Ogren, we have a Tevinter brew called Sunblonde Vint 1.
That looks fine indeed.
For Vanguard, we have a Beef Bone. For Shale, we have a remarkable Malachite Gem.
Very nice indeed.